my grow tent right now, and I've got a bunch of plants started for the summertime, and I thought what a great time to talk about seed producers and which companies are the best for which style of plants you're growing. Now, I've gotten this question before, and I thought it'd be good to go over some of the seed producers. I live in Ontario, Canada, so some of these are Canadian specific, but I also use a couple of brands that are North America wide. Okay, so I want to start off with microgreen seeds because I've been asked this question before. So there are two brands that I used a lot when I was growing microgreens commercially. So the first brand that I used, and the one that I would recommend the most, is Mum's Sprouting Seeds. These are a Canada-based company, but I'm pretty sure they ship to America. They're organically certified. They come in nice bulk packages for a reasonable price, and the germination rate was always really good. In fact, these seeds right here are from 2020, and I just started a bunch of them the other day, and here are my purple radish, and they're doing a really good job. You can see that the germination rate is still really good. These are microgreens, and I started them probably, I think it was like 4 or 5 days ago. So I will be eating these very soon. And again, great, excellent quality, very like stiff, and they grow really well. The germination rate is fantastic. Again, I didn't take very much time in like planting these. I just kind of put them together, threw them on there. So that's Mum's Sprouting Seeds, and there's a great selection and variety from them. The other brand is Johnny's. Now Johnny's you've probably heard of before. They are a very popular brand, especially in the United States. This is 5 pounds of cilantro, and it smells really good. Still, again, these are from 2020, and they're sprouting. They have a really good germination rate, even years after purchase. And I bought these originally because I was going to be making a lot of microgreens for chefs, and then that fell through. So I will be growing lots and lots of cilantro coming up, but I'm not too worried in the fact that they're older seeds because they seem to be germinating quite well already. Johnny's has more of a selection of very interesting microgreens. Like for instance, we have stuff like beet microgreens. Now beets are a little bit more difficult to grow, I found anyway, and these are doing a good job. Again, seeds from 2020. So for microgreen seeds, I would recommend Mum's Sprouting Seeds first, and then Johnny's, especially if you need some more specific varieties, go with Johnny's. Mum's has a great variety as well. It's just that they also have more of the basic ones, like the different types of radishes. We've got the red radish, Triton radish, and I can't remember the other radish that I used to grow. But anyway, if you go look online, you can find they've got a great selection, especially for home use. Okay, so let's pull up the vegetable seeds now because we've got a variety, a bunch of different seeds here. And I've used so many different brands of seeds. I want to say that most of them are just really good overall. You're going to get good germination rate. All of your seeds are going to grow for the most part if you're following the instructions. The one major difference that I would find is the cost per seed and also the variety availability. All right, so for my American brands that I really liked is Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, and you might have heard of these before. Again, they're great seeds, reasonably priced. They've got some really weird varieties, and I've tried a few of them, including the Mongolian giant sunflowers, I think they're called. I've had pretty good luck with most of the Baker Creek seeds. They have, again, interesting varieties, and I'm here to try them out. Then we have Johnny Seeds. Again, like I said, so Johnny Seeds are really good, especially for cut flowers. There's a lot of cut flower varieties that you can get from Johnny's. You can get basically all of the cut varieties for the most part. I never had any trouble finding what I wanted to find through Johnny Seeds, and that includes a lot of different specific things. Like here's some dianthus seeds. We've got right here Bloody Mary nasturtium, which are a very good nasturtium. They come up with like a nice orange color. And then over here, I have some of these already started. Now, oops. Here is my small tray of cut flowers. These are Madame Butterfly Snapdragons. Lovely flowers, I love them. We have one little cupcake blush Cosmo, and then a bunch of Status, and my zinnias. I can't remember which variety these are, but again, if you want any style of zinnia, snapdragon, or anything like that, Johnny's has them all. And these are just a small selection. I will be growing a lot more once it comes to being summertime. So Stokes seeds is one of my favorite varieties of seeds that we use. I have just a few here. Here's like a basil. These ones were sunflowers. These are dill bouquet. So you can see I've used a variety of sizes and stuff because we've used them for production gardens. Now Stokes seems to be more for production style gardens, but if you have a home garden, they're really good. Great germination rate. They'll write it right on the bag as well, like what their germination rate was. Some of them are from Canada, some of them are United States. I'm pretty sure you can get them anywhere. So Stokes is great. Thumbs up from me. Bessie's is a Canadian brand. If you're in Canada and you've used them before, they are good. They have a really nice website. They have a really good, variety selection. However, I do find them a little more expensive than Stokes. They're probably more closer to Johnny Seeds, and that's with American Exchange there. So, Bessie's is good. They do a good job of everything. They have super cute little seed packets here and really good varieties. It's just that if you want to try and save a little bit of money, I would recommend other brands over Bessie's. However, if you don't care and you want just whatever varieties there are, Bessie's is really good to go with still. It's just that if you have a ton of plants like this, it does add up a little bit. Now, we have one of these, Amers Organics. This is likely off of this is likely one of those grocery store or garden center display stand seeds. They're good. Can't complain. Nothing special about them. It's just whatever the selection that the store has is what you get. And again, same with this home gardener variety. These might be from the grocery store, to be honest. I'm not really sure. Oh, Home Hardware. So these are from Home Hardware, and again, they're gonna work. They're just not, you're not getting anything special. Then we pull up, if you live in Ontario, or I don't know, maybe they ship these everywhere. OSC, very good brand for the money. These are $2.19 for carrots. You get a ton of them in here. I don't exactly know how many. It probably says somewhere, but I can't remember. I have found that OSC is one of the cheaper seed packets. However, they're very good. So no complaints there. Definitely recommend OSC. And there you have it. So to go back kind of over everything, Johnny Seeds is great for variety, especially if you live in the United States. Great for cut flowers. Amazing variety picks there. Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. We've got a lot of weird stuff. Great. If you want to experiment with your garden, go with Baker Creek. Stokes for your production and for basically any garden, but definitely Stokes is more farmer type seeds. You're going to get really good germination though. Some of them are coated with antifungal and that kind of stuff. So, keep them away from birds, but very good pack. Mums for microgreens. And then you got your Vessies and your other stuff. All great. No complaints. But I recommend Johnny's Seeds and OSC. Those are two opposite sides of the spectrum, but they're very good seeds overall. And Stokes. Again, Stokes Gotta love Stokes, can't go wrong with Stokes. Thank you for watching. Now, if you'd like to see a tour of my starter garden here and how I get everything started, comment below. I can definitely show you around, you know, which lights we're using, how the fans work, everything, the whole entire setup to have a really good garden setup, and whether you're just doing an indoor garden or you're starting your seeds to go outdoors. Anyway, thank you for watching, and come back next time.